If you want to build an affordable AMD AM5 PC but still want PCIe 5.0 for your GPU and for your M.2 drive, your best bet is to get a micro ATX motherboard based on the 850 chipset from AMD. And nowadays, the best one on the market, in my opinion, is this ASUS TUF Gaming B850M-E Wi-Fi motherboard. So in this video, I'm gonna unbox it for you. I'm gonna show you everything that comes in its box. I'm gonna also show you all its headers and tell you each one what it does. I'm gonna tell you about its specifications. Of course, also I'm gonna show you its back I/O panel. And at the end, I'm gonna tell you what I like and what I don't like about it. So let's unbox it to see what's in the box. So let's open up the box. The motherboard looks very, very nice. Let's peel off the back I/O panel protection. So what you have in the box is a motherboard, some documentation, labels, SATA cables, and this is the Wi-Fi antenna. These screws are for the M.2 drive if you need them, and these are rubbers also for the M.2 drive only if you need them. Let me show you the headers and the connectors of this motherboard. This is the CPU power 8+4. This is the AIO header. These here are for the CPU fan headers. So this is the main one. This is the optional one. These LED lights are for troubleshooting. And these three headers are for the addressable RGB. This is the motherboard power connector 24 pin. This is USB 3.0 for your case. And this is USB-C for your case also. And it's gonna give you 5 gigabits per second maximum speed. This is the front panel connector. These two are USB 2.0 headers, and this is a COM port header in case you need it. And here you have two chassis fan headers. This is the audio header, and this is to clear the CMOS, and these pins here are for the chassis intrusion if you wanna connect them. And this is the battery. Now let me tell you about the slots. So this is where you put your CPU. Notice that you have a small arrow here, so the CPU should be like this. You will have also an arrow on your CPU. These are the memory DIMMs. It supports DDR5 maximum 8000 MTS. The black ones are channel 1 and the gray ones are channel 2, and the maximum capacity supported is 256 gigabytes. And the memory supports AMD Expo and something called AEMP, which is ASUS Enhanced Memory Profile. And AEMP will let you fine-tune the memory performance automatically to get the best frequency, timing, and voltage. If you want to install only one DIMM, you always install it in the A2, which is this one. And if you want to install two DIMMs, you install them, one in the A2, one in the B2. This is a PCIe 5.0 slot. Mainly, you put your GPU here. It has an easy latch, and it takes its bandwidth from the CPU directly. This is the M.2 5.0 also, and also it takes its bandwidth from the CPU, and it is not shared with any other bandwidths. This is the M.2 second drive. It takes its bandwidth from the chipset, and it is PCIe 4x4. And this is also an M.2 drive, and also it takes its bandwidth from the chipset, and also it is PCIe 4x4. And what is good about this motherboard is none of the bandwidths is shared. And this is really very good for such a small motherboard. And this expansion slot is PCIe 4x1, and it takes its bandwidth from the chipset. Now also you have SATA connectors. So the SATA connectors are here, all of them. You have 4 SATA connectors, and also they do not share their bandwidth with any other connection. Now for the M.2 connectors, the main one has an integrated heatsink, and it needs a screwdriver to open it. And this one has something called Q-latch. So when you install the M.2 drive, you just turn this like this, and it will hold the M.2 drive in place. This is a back I/O panel. You have display ports ×2. They support DP 1.4. HDMI port only one supports HDMI 2.1. This is the BIOS flashback button, and this is the LED for the BIOS flashback. And this is, oddly enough, PS2 combo connection for mouse and keyboard. I don't know who still uses this type of connection. You have here USB 3.0 2 ports, and these 4 ports here are USB 2.0, and this one is specifically for the BIOS flashback. and this one is LAN port that supports 2.5 gigabits per second, USB-A that supports up to 10 gigabits per second, USB-C only one port that supports 10 gigabits per second, the Wi-Fi 6E antennas, and this is line in for the audio, line out for your speakers, and microphone in, and they are 3.5 millimeters. Now the other specifications and limitations of this motherboard. First, it has a power stages 8 plus 2 plus 1 only, and it can deliver up to 80 amps. And also it has Wi-Fi 6E and Bluetooth 5.3. The audio chip in it, it is the Realtek ALC1220P 7.1 channel, and it has also RAID configurations, so you can configure the RAID from 0 to 10. So the RAID configuration for the 9000 series AMD CPUs can go 0, 1, 5, and 10. For the 8000 only 0 and 1. And for the 7000 series CPU from AMD, the RAID configuration can be 0, 1, and 10 only. There are also some limitations when you install a Ryzen 8000 series. So for instance, the PCIe 5.0 will work at PCIe 4.0 only, the main one where you put your GPU, and also the main M.2 drive, which is originally PCIe 5.0, will work only on PCIe 4.0. Now for the strengths and weaknesses of this motherboard, first, it is affordable. It doesn't have any shared bandwidth, and this is very good. It can support also overclocking, AMD Expo and ASUS AEMP, and also the back I/O port has an integrated shield. Now, what I don't like about it is that it doesn't have any Thunderbolt header, whether it is Thunderbolt 4 or Thunderbolt 5. Also, it doesn't have any USB 4.0 port, nor even a USB 20 gigabits. The only USB-C port it has on the rear I/O panel is only 10 gigabits per second, and also the USB-C port that is on the board for the front panel of your case is only 5 gigabits per second. Now, if you want to check it out, I'm going to leave an affiliate link in the description. If you make a purchase using my link, I'll gain a small percentage at no cost to you, and this will support my channel. And if you liked my video, please share it, subscribe to my channel, and give this video a thumbs up. I want to thank you all for watching. I'm Eloy from Knowledge Sharing Tech. See you in the next video.